Hey everybody, Batmerk here. Today I'm going to be reviewing Evil Dead 2 by Sam Raimi and starring Bruce Campbell. A little background information: this is the sequel to Evil Dead, and this is the DVD I bought maybe 10 years ago. Needs an upgrade. I want to see if they got something a little more, I don't know, special. But this is it right here. This is one I had. I just finished watching it again, just to retouch up on it. Yeah, and it's a pretty cool little painting right here. There's like so many different versions you could buy on this because I think they switched different people had the rights to it at different times. But yeah, that's the DVD right there. It's got a bunch of special features in it that are really cool. But I'm always looking for something a little more special, like I had for my Necronomicon edition of the first one. But definitely check that out. A little more on the Evil Dead. I heard about this from Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness was the first movie I ever seen. I was watching, I think I was watching like Hercules or Xena, and then a commercial for the Army of Darkness came out, and you had a guy with a chainsaw and a sawed-off shotgun in medieval times fighting a bunch of demons, and I was sold. Me and my pop saw it right off the bat, and we went to watch it, and then we found out it was from the creators of Hercules and Xena, so it was just kind of, it's pretty awesome. And he even, Bruce Campbell popped up in the show a lot too, because Xena and Hercules had like a shared universe, and I guess the producer was married to Lucy Lawless, Xena, warrior princess. But yeah, this one basically it's kind of like a low key remake of the first one. It has a slight genre shift though. The first one's a little more hardcore horror. And this one kind of turns into more like a splat stick genre, which is combined with the body comedy, kind of like the Three Stooges. But this one, they got a bigger budget, and the first one they were making when they were basically kids, and they started moving into the Hollywood with this one. There's a lot of almost has like Roger Corman influences, and just old like Jason and the Argonauts, and old movies where the heroes fighting kind of like these stop frame monsters, even Clash of the Titans, stuff like that. But yeah, it kind of starts off the same as the first one. Ash gets the girl, they go to a cabin, the girl gets possessed. But you have like this sort of feeling that it is, the sequel, and Ash does kind of know what's going on, but he's just like a dumbass. He goes back there anyway, and that's just kind of how the character is, and he's just a regular guy, but maybe, I don't know, just kind of weird sometimes, even stupider maybe. But it's on the fence on if it is a direct sequel or if it's not. You never really know. But yeah, he gets possessed too in this one. That's why I thought it was really cool. It was something a little different. When you see him for the first time, he's kind of like the bad Ash, and I don't know. I really like the makeup that they put on him in here. It looked really cool. He's got these like big eye sockets, and they're just kind of like bulging out of his head. He's got these big like eyeballs that are just kind of scary looking, and it's kind of like this battle that he has back and forth of being possessed throughout the movie, and it's kind of like a little subplot that goes on throughout. And then his girl gets possessed again, like I was saying, and basically she comes after him, and that's when you get to see a lot of the really cool special effects that they're using in this movie, with a lot of the models and stop frame animation. Oh yeah, there's gonna be spoilers in this, so if you guys don't already know this, this movie came out in like 1987, but yeah, the girl wakes up, his lady, and she comes after him, and he basically takes her head off with a shovel. It's pretty crazy, and he buries her, and he just kind of starts going nuts a little bit and getting stir crazy in the cabin, and she like wakes up and starts dancing around, and she's like just like a corpse dancing around, and it's pretty spooky. When basically he has to basically get rid of her, he like puts her head in the vice, and yeah, so he goes to town on her. Basically, it's pretty crazy. A lot of gore, and there's a scene in there where the deadites go into his hand, and basically he ends up having to chop the hand off, and the hand becomes its own iconoclast character in the Evil Dead universe, has a mind of its own, and basically Ash always has this I don't know, kind of like duality. Like there's an evil Ash or an ashy slashy type character that's in him, and then you also have the hand that's always coming after him too. So this is basically the inception of that and the creation of that. Also, later on, you find that there's an archaeologist and his wife lived in the house, just like in the original movie, and Henrietta was the wife, and she's buried in the fruit cellar. And later on in the movie, the Bruce Campbell's character Ash gets some characters that are basically, you come to find out that are the I think the daughter and the son of the archaeologist, and they basically go to the cabin and they're looking for their parents, and they pick up these hillbillies that take them there, and they come to find out that the mom's like down in the basement, and she's all mutated and scary looking, and it's played by the director's brother, Ted Raimi, and you'll see him pop up in a lot of different like Raimi movies, just like Campbell, and she's it's pretty terrifying. She turns into this different creature with this long neck, and it's like this big crazy deformed skeleton head. I think it's like this one right here, but at the top. And yeah, they basically try to keep her at bay in the cellar. And there's like there's an old lady too that also plays her in the movie. But when she turns back to the demonic form, it's the Raimi brother, Ted Raimi. This one, you're gonna get a lot of blood in this movie too. It's pretty far out. Like it's almost like shining amounts of blood when it comes off the elevator in that movie. Goes on to the first floor of the Overlook Hotel. Again, though, like I was saying, you first get the first inception of the evil Ash character that kind of pops up again later on in the different incarnations of the Evil Dead franchise. The one thing that you see in here, the turning point of the story, is when Ash picks up the chainsaw, and they basically have to go down in the cellar where the old lady is and get these books to fix this spell, pretty much. And that part's pretty scary too. But that's when you see like a tone in his voice drop, and they make the chainsaw arm, and he does the sawed off, and it's just real iconic moment, where he's kind of like that Snake Plissken character, that real like blue collar badass like anti-hero, like from the 80s that a lot of people didn't really know about. They kind of didn't even know about the character Ash. If you ask like a lot of normies, a lot of them know who he is, but a lot of them don't. And when I was a kid, I didn't even know who he was. I didn't even know what Evil Dead was. I only knew what Army of Darkness was, and it took years before for me to figure it out. But the moment he says groovy, you know that iconoclast of that's the character of Ash. He's the badass warrior, and they kind of foreshadow that earlier on in the book when they show that he's the chosen one of the prophecy from the medieval times, but you don't know who it is or what it is. It's just a little hint. And yeah, man, it's just cool seeing that's the scene where that's, to me, that's what ties all of Evil Dead together, is that scene where he puts everything together. And also Raimi's just shooting all the tight little cuts of him strapping up and getting his chainsaw arm on and sawing off the thing and doing the one-liner, and it's really cool. Next after that, he has to go down in the cellar, and there's like this pretty cool epic little boss fight he has with Henrietta, and then this vortex thing opens up, and he has to fight this big demon. The part's really cool, and then it sets up the sequel where he gets sucked through this portal, and he's in medieval times, and it's just like, wow, I wish I would have seen this movie in the theater and just been like blown away by it back in the day. It would have been really, really cool. Just like, whoa, he ends up in medieval times. And that's just something that you wouldn't expect. You go into the movie thinking it's going to be this sequel, this scary, Evil Dead movie, and you find out it's turning into this action splatstick adventure type thing. It just keeps changing, and that's why I definitely love this movie. I'm just trying to draw this evil Ash right here, trying to remember what he looked like from the movie, but it's kind of hard. But yeah, definitely I give Evil Dead 2 2 horns way up. And if you guys like Evil Dead, you might like my book right here. It's called BUTCH CLEAVER. It's It's a comic book graphic novel. It's about a brutal butcher who gets killed and he's brought back to life by a voodoo curse. And that curse gives him the power to weaponize bone on a molecular level. So he used that power for revenge, reckoning, and redemption. Right now I have some t-shirts on here. Just medium, large, and extra large right now. Very limited. These are the ones I made for when I was doing some cons back a couple years ago. And yeah, I'm just trying to sell through them. They got a front design with Butch Cleaver on the front with the logo, and the actual publishing logo on the back with our slogan, roll the bones to know your role. Right now we're going to get this card printed up. I'm working on the book, getting the proofs ready. We're on track to be fulfilling in February. So yeah, if you like Evil Dead, this is a massive influence on me. You know, if I ever made a movie, it'd probably be my personal pick would be Sam Raimi or Robert Rodriguez. And yeah, you're gonna get a lot of that splat stick fun that you'd find in Army of Darkness or Evil Dead 2. It's a similar tone. And yeah, I was saying that one of the first 100 backers, they're actually gonna get a piece that I did right here. And this is it's a 14 by 17. Just Butch Cleaver on a bone gargoyle. I'm gonna be sending that off to a random backer, just for fun. And also, there's another campaign that you guys could check out too. It's called Mothman. It's a Cryptic Legends Mothman, and it's about the Mothman, and it's kind of got like a Universal Studios horror monster feel to it. You know, maybe mixed with a little bit of slasher too. And this book looks really awesome. I highly recommend it. It's going to be a short book, but I think it's 20. I think it's like 28, 30 pages. And yeah, I picked one up too. There's some awesome covers. They both come with prints. They're almost at their goal, so that's going to be awesome when this goes through. It's awesome artwork right there. Joe Ball, Preston Acevedo, a lot of good artists on here. I even then there's a stretch goal right here, 4,000 to you get the trading card, and I even did a piece of art right here for it too. So if they hit their $5,000 goal, that might have potential to be a trading card, and I think we're going to be putting the original art for it up on the campaign too. So if you guys want, you can check that out. Also, I was at the beer store today, and I came upon this Evil Dead Red Ale. It's 6.6% alcohol, so I don't know. I thought I would check it out. You guys check out that little doodle I did of Evil Ash. Let's see here. Yep. Smells pretty good. EDR. Evil Dead Red. Take a tug at it. That's pretty good. Very smooth. Got a little burn to it. There we go. Sorry guys. Evil Dead Red. Give it 2 horns up. And as always, folks, thanks for watching. If you like metal, you like movies, you like brewskis, you like comics, and stop on by, ring that bell, smash that like, subscribe to Metal, Movies, and Brewskis. You folks have a great day. Thanks for watching. Be safe, and we'll see you on the next video.